Hello. C-drama greets you. Chinese drama Hidden Love EP9. Sang Yan asked Sang Zi to invite Duan Jikshu to have a meal when she had time. He genuinely cared about Sang Zi. Over the years on Sang Zi's birthday when her exam scores were good, and during festivals Duan Jikshu would always send her gifts. Despite being poor, he never failed to give something to Sang Zi. Suddenly Sang Zi reflected on her actions. Was it not right for her to treat him this way? After all, Duan Jikshu hadn't done anything wrong and had always been good to her. Duan Jikshu was in a meeting at the company. He presented a Tianyan system, and the draft received a lot of recognition. However, due to the technical difficulties, there might be increased risks, so it didn't pass temporarily. Duan Jikshu didn't lose heart. Instead, he encouraged his team members to keep working hard. Sang Zi planned to invite Duan Jikshu to have a meal to show her gratitude. She edited and deleted a sentence several times. When Duan Jikshu received the message, he found it amusing that Sang Zi used the formal form of you. He decided to call her directly and asked if her phone was broken since she couldn't even type the word you. Sang Zi quickly made an excuse saying that Sang Yan told her to address people 5 years older than her with respect, and coincidentally, Duan Jikshu was exactly 5 years older. Ning Wei quickly found a boyfriend and someone invited Sang Zi and her roommates to watch a movie. Sang Zi initially wanted to refuse because she had plans with Duan Jikshu on the weekend, but her roommates were looking forward to it, so she had no choice but to agree. Duan Jikshu received a package from Zhang Ying, but he treated it as trash and threw it away. He transferred the final compensation money to indicate that he didn't want any further contact. Zhang Ying was nervous when she saw the message, but Duan Jikshu completely ignored it. The new plan decided to incorporate the Tianyan system, but it was challenging, and Duan Jikshu seemed uninterested and not feeling well. In the evening, Sang Zi arrived at the agreed-upon restaurant, but Duan Jikshu said he couldn't make it. Sang Zi sensed that something was wrong with him and quickly asked for his company's address to rush over. Duan Jikshu's face turned pale from stomach pain, and Sang Zi supported him to the roadside to catch a taxi. Accidentally, she ended up in his arms. Before they could feel awkward, they headed straight to the hospital. Duan Jikshu was diagnosed with acute appendicitis and decided to undergo surgery immediately. Sang Zi nervously watched as he was wheeled into the operating room, but could only wait outside. She knew that if it weren't for her, Duan Jikshu would probably have endured the pain and not come to the hospital at all. Sang Zi told her mother about the situation, and her mother lamented that the child had a tough life with no one in the family. Sang Zi was puzzled. Her mother had never mentioned anything about him before. At that time when his mother was sick, they borrowed some money from Sang Yan's parents, and within half a year, Duan Jikshu had repaid the money. Unfortunately, his mother still passed away, and that was why Duan Jikshu had a difficult time in college. After the surgery, Duan Jikshu urged Sang Zi to quickly return to school, saying that he was fine. Although worried and unwilling, Sang Zi had no choice but to obey. On the way to the hospital, Duan Jikshu godlessly kissed Sang Zi's forehead, and she wondered if she would mind this gesture. Just then Sang Yan called to offer his condolences, but Duan Jikshu didn't say anything. In the end, Sang Zi decided to stay and take care of Duan Jikshu because if she were the one who fell ill, Duan Jikshu would surely stay. Sang Zi sat next to him, eating bread to satisfy her hunger, and Duan Jikshu couldn't help but laugh at how her mouth was stuffed like a puffer fish. Today, Duan Jikshu couldn't get out of bed, so Sang Zi dampened a towel and wiped his face. As she looked at his attractive face, her emotions became complicated. If you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye bye.